Hey book nerds, today I want to talk to you about the four, or is it five? Four, four books that I anticipate reading in July. Hey book nerds, my name is Denise. Welcome to my channel, dbooknerd. If you are new to this channel, welcome. You're only a stranger once. Please make sure to subscribe and hit notifications. And if you are returning, thank you so much for returning. So again, today what I want to talk about are my anticipated reads for July. And I have just a few, but I want to kind of share them and just be warned, they're subject to change. Either I won't get through all of them or there might be some totally different books. So let's get started. The first book that I not only anticipate reading, I'm already reading, and close to finishing is Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. And this is a romance, and if you can see that it's one of my book of the month, one of my book of the month books. And this is a cute romance, and I'll give a review later when that time comes. But it's basically about Alexis. I believe her name is Alexis, yeah. And Alexis is a prominent ER doctor. Alexis comes from a prominent family of doctors, and they're like, I believe, surgeons. And Alexis lives in kind of a high society world, you know, a lot of people that are in the medical profession. She lives in a nice house, all of that. She just breaks up with someone that works at the hospital who's very high esteemed and all of that. Her parents loved him, but he was a jerk. And anyway, so she had to go, I believe, was it to a funeral? I can't remember. But she had to drive like out of town. And on her way back, coming home, she happens to stop into this small town and she meets a man there. And this man is actually younger than her. And anyway, they kind of hit it off, but she knows that this can't last, and he could never be part of her world, and she could never be a part of his. So I'm just going to kind of leave it there. That's the title, Part of Your World. So it is, again, a romance. It is, what is that called? A May-December romance or age gap romance. And it is just a cute love story. I see why people would like Abby Jimenez's writing. I've heard a lot of great things. And again, I don't want to get into it like when all my feelings about the book and everything, because that'll be done in a wrap up. But yeah, this is the first book that I anticipate reading, am reading, and plan on finishing. The next book that I have, I'm not sure if I'm going to get to it or not. This is kind of not because I'm not interested in this book, it's just that the other books are kind of taking precedence right now, and I'll tell you why in a bit. But this is called The Light on Halsey Street, and this is by author Vanessa Miller. Vanessa Miller is, from what I understand, a Christian fiction writer, and I've read some of her books before, and I have reviewed them, and you all have heard it. And again, she's now one of my favorite authors. And this is a book that I've been really looking forward to reading, but just haven't fit it in. So I'm hoping I can fit it in this month. If not, I'll get to it. But it's The Light on Halsey Street. And it is based in the 80s, not the 90s, but the 80s. So I'm really excited about it. Not only is it based in the 80s, but I believe it's in New York. So imagine the 80s and New York. You can think of hip hop culture and all of that that's going on at that time. And just get really a feel for the time of that. I'll just read the top. It says, two girls' lives are irrevocably intertwined the summer of 1985 in the streets of Brooklyn, New York. And neither will ever be the same in this coming-of-age story that spans decades. So I like those books that span decades, and so you see them when they're young and then see them when they're later, and then maybe they come back together or what have you. I do know that they were friends. One's name is Lisa, one's name is Dana. Lisa seems to kind of have it together, going off to college and all of that. Dana's coming from a home where it seems like it's a little more of a struggle. And so Dana may not get to flourish in that way. They end up, they're not crossing paths, but actually not moving apart, I guess I should say, because of the different ways their lives are playing out. There may be some resentment on Dana's part. And anyway, it looks like, I hope that they're going to come back together and build the friendship up, or share what the problems were, or whatever, but something like that. But a great coming of age story. I love, love, love the cover. I hope that you can see it. I love brownstones. Just love it. The nice colors. This is great for summer, so hopefully I can get to this book. The next book, when talking about anticipated books, I'm really anticipating this one. It's called The Resort, and it's by Sarah Oakes, O-C-H-S. Forgive me if I pronounced that wrong. But on the back it says it was a vacation to kill for. I believe I read some of this before another time, because this is a book of the month book. So I probably read the sleeve before, and I won't do that again. But I just know that it looks like it just says, "Welcome to Paradise. We hope you survive your stay." It looks like the characters all have secrets. So everybody that's on this vacation in the Kosang Resort, they all have secrets, and you don't want people to find out those secrets. And if they do, you're supposed to run or something like that. So it sounds exciting. I love a good book on an island. I love a good book where it's tropical. This is perfect for summer. And I hope it's a great thriller. I don't think I've heard anything about this book. So if you've read it, heard anything about it, let me know what you think, or what you heard, or anything like that. But yeah, this looks like a good thriller for the summer. And then last but not least, I'm looking at Abby Jimenez again. So this book is Yours Truly. And again, this is a romance. And the reason why I'm kind of reading these Abby Jimenez books so close together, this is part of a series. So you have your part of your world, and then you have this one, Yours Truly, and then there's the last one that just came out not too long ago, something about summer. I don't remember the name. Hopefully I'll put it up on the screen. So they're all part of a series, with the last one, of course, being the last one. So I wanted to make sure that I read the first two first, so that I understand everything, know the characters, and all of that good stuff. So this one, I probably read this before too, but it looks like it's about Dr. Brianna Ortiz, or Bree as she is called, and she, has gotten a divorce and kind of trying to reclaim her life, and then she wants a promotion, but it looks like another doctor, a man doctor, as it says in the book, is going to get that promotion, and she kind of doesn't like him, for that, and maybe just the way he acts. And also she takes care of her brother, and he's waiting for a kidney donor. Then things kind of turn, and this is all right here, so I'm not giving anything away. It looks like the doctor might not be as mean as she thinks. He writes her a letter, and I guess it's kind of a nice, sweet letter or something like that. And then I think, if I understood it correctly, he may even be the one to donate the kidney to her brother. Again, this is on the sleeve, so it's not any type of, I'm not giving anything away, so. But yeah, so it sounds good. Sounds like it's going to be an enemies to lovers trope. And again, it's by Abby Jimenez, who a lot of people love. I'm still seeing if this is going to be my author or not. But I know that the book, her latest book, is getting rave reviews, so I can't wait to get to that. And my plan is reading that in August, because it is a summer read, and so that's why I'm trying to get all these books in. So that is what I am anticipating. You all know I don't shoot too high with a whole bunch of books. I may not even get to all of these. I am the reader that I am. So sometimes it's really slow. Sometimes it's just kind of medium. But I would love to know what books that you are planning to read in July, if you're planning. If you're a person that's kind of that, seat of your pants type of reader. I just pick a book when I feel like it, or a mood reader. Let me know that. And let me know what you've read so far and how you're liking it. So with that said, I hope you all have a great day. Be blessed and be book nerdy.